nothing changes.
Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome into my channel. Thank you for joining me. Today is Sunday. It's April the 19th, 2020, and a few of you sent me, as usual, the news story that Neiman Marcus will file for bankruptcy as early as this week. Neiman Marcus opened in 1907. They later acquired Bergdorf Goodman and also Last Call stores. So they have 43 Neiman Marcus stores and a couple dozen of the other stores, along with two Bergdorf Goodman stores. And they've been around, like I said, 113 years, filing for bankruptcy, the first of many companies that you can expect to see going under because of problems they had previous to now. But obviously the new health crisis and panic has caused them to just have no sales at all. So whatever dire straits they were in previously, this just wiped them out. The company's from Dallas, Texas, and they were attempted to be bought almost 3 years ago by Saks Fifth Avenue, but they declined that. And that's when they really started missing their debt payments. Apparently this past week, last week, they missed debt payments that put them into official default. So creditors are basically just saying, we're done with you. And this could be a chance for Saks Fifth Avenue to come back around and make a bid to buy out their assets, their inventory, whatever they have left. Who knows what it's worth or whether they're willing to do that. But Neiman Marcus, one of the first. So as I'm looking at the story here, it's on Reuters.com. I'll link it below. There are probably 5 or 6 other stores. None of these are going to surprise you that could end up in the same exact predicament come, whatever stuff reopens, say June, July, August, who knows, after the summer. So of the ones that come to mind immediately, JCPenney, Macy's, and Sears, 3 that were in huge trouble before this are in even bigger trouble now. Nordstrom, which I didn't know Nordstrom was in big trouble, but it's a high-end retailer with designer stuff. Now they have Nordstrom Rack. I wouldn't expect Nordstrom to be in as much trouble. I'd have to do some more looking at their financials, but Nordstrom is another one that's in big trouble as well. And so, Macy's, Sears, JCPenney, Nordstrom, and now Neiman Marcus, that would be 5 of the biggest retailers, mall type stores that could go out of business because of what's happened before and now. So I'll link this story for you guys below. Once they file for bankruptcy, if it becomes official this week, there will be a chance, like I said, Saks Fifth Avenue, who's owned by the Hudson Bay Company, could make a bid, which they made one back 3 years ago, but it got declined. They could make a bid to buy them out. Also, the company could be bought out by creditors. They get the opportunity. They could just liquidate it. There's a lot of things that could happen, but expect the 43 Neiman Marcus stores all but closing. They're not closed yet. They're closed for what's going on, but they could reopen. Probably a good chance they won't. Somebody could want to take it on the internet. Who knows? When Toys R Us initially closed, they talked about having it as an internet-only company. There was some website action, and then nothing really became of it. They talked about opening it during Christmas. I didn't see anything but one store open. I wouldn't expect Neiman Marcus to hang around. There's really not a need for it, right? Nobody goes to Neiman Marcus. They walk into the store, they buy. It just doesn't happen. So there you go. I'll link this from Reuters. It's all over the internet. But there you go. Neiman Marcus, the first of the big stores to file for bankruptcy not even post C19, but expect more over the summer and in the fall by the end of this year. Out of the other 4, I would say at least 2 of them. My guess, I think Nordstrom hangs around for a little while. I think that JCPenney and Sears would be the 2 that would go. I think Macy's has the best chance of lasting longer, but Sears and JCPenney's by far the 2 that I think will go first. Nordstrom, I think, would last the longest, but we'll have to wait and see. Tell me what you think down in the comment section below. I'll link the story. I appreciate you guys watching. And if there's any other stores that you think beyond these 5 that could possibly go out of business, GameStop is another one I've heard floating around. We'll see what happens with them. That's been floating for a while, probably the better part of 2 years. But if you think of any other stores, put it down below. I'll read them, I'll comment on them, and I appreciate your time. As always, hit the like button, make sure you subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you next time.